Hello, everybody. We're going to start our meeting here. It's April 1st, and I want to give a couple little announcements. I've been coaching here since Adam was paying me originally, and then as of February, not getting paid now to coach anymore. And I'm looking at platforms to release some really neat new products that are going to give people the tools to be able to build their blogs out and their email sequences and add additional products to be able to sell. And I think it's really going to be helpful. And it's basically going to be part of my high ticket program that I'm going to be releasing. And so I don't really want all of this stuff to be free out there. So I'm going to be making some changes. This will be my last month where I'm doing a lot of one-on-one coaching in the community, although I will be available for questions. My free basic courses are up. But when I release my course and my actual coaching program, which I believe I'm planning to do that May 1st, then, anybody who wants to get access to these ChatGPT tools and all the things I'm building will need to be a part of my paid community at creativeprofitsacademy.com. So I wanted to let you guys know that this is the last month of free coaching, you might say, and just let you know I'm going to be shifting into some really, I think, really helpful tools for you guys, and really hoping you guys can continue on with hopefully a good paid platform, because I have some good stuff that you could start for free on your blogs, but to really get this to where it's a good community and having all the tools for us, each of us chatting and doing kind of what we've been doing here in Discord, but we'll be able to do it at a greater level with my platform. So when I release the coaching, I will open that up for paying students, and then we could talk about some kind of arrangement for you guys if you want to continue on. I want to keep it very reasonable for you guys because you're my founding group of students, but I haven't wanted to charge you guys, and it's been, several months of free, but we're going to have to move to paid so I can pay for my platform fees and stuff like that. I'm getting high-tech coaching as well, and I'm getting some products with the guy that I'm getting coaching under, that he's going to be building things that I can add to the community. So with his stuff, my knowledge as well, and I'm in two separate coaching programs getting just some really good stuff that I think it's
My goodness.
yeah, but it's a lot of money. Like I think I told you guys, I spent 10,000 just this year alone, and I've spent stuff way before that. But just for the coaching that I'm getting and the skill level I think that I'm getting to now, it's gonna have to be paid. Can't keep doing it free. So that's kind
I
of
I totally get that.
yeah. Yeah, but I'm excited. We had some really good I feel like some breakthroughs for you, particularly Eli, with your TikTok. And then I was talking, Amy can't make it tonight, but she is investigating and working with chat, and she's building something that's going to automate Pinterest posts straight out of her blog. And she's got some really cool stuff going on. I asked her if she could
Yes.
share next week what she's doing because it sounds incredible, and I feel
Yes.
like I can learn things from her. So,
So interesting there. I watched the Pinterest video that she sent me, and just from this 10-minute clip that she sent me, from what I took from it was Pinterest is it relies on SEOs. And so it's not it's always going to be there. Your search engine's always going to be there. TikTok is a very short time lived platform. You post something, and if it doesn't get the correct amount of views initially, it kind of gets squashed.
oh, kind of like Facebook in a lot of ways.
Similar to every single platform that's social media, Instagram, Facebook. Pinterest is way different, which I feel like Amy hit a gold mine
Wow.
because with Adam's theory of going through ClickBank and using all that. And I don't know if I'll essentially continue with that, but I've learned how to do this. I've learned the process. And I think that was the goal, right? The
Yeah.
goal was to get us to learn this process, so that we can take what we've learned and use it ourselves.
Yes.
So the goal there is that taking Adam's process with ClickBank and pushing that stuff through on our on a landing page that we essentially can build off of our website.
Hmm.
And then the posts that we put in Pinterest are just pretty much an ad. It's an ad.
Yeah, it
It's an
is.
ad banner.
Yep.
And you can post as many as you want. You don't have to. You don't have to
That's,
pay for it.
yeah, it's so cool. And
And
these
when you
kids
click
are,
on it, it goes to your landing page off of your website.
yeah. And you know what I like is they come to your platform there and they get to see the different things you've developed. And it's kind of like YouTube. I build my YouTube audience and they come back because they're like, oh, she did a
Hmm.
video on this. This really helped. I need to go look for that. And I have one video I started, what, 5 years ago? It's got 102,000 views. People are continually finding it. It's
Yes.
still growing. And I get
Yes.
leads off of it. They're on my lead magnet. They get on my site. They buy my courses. And I've been
Hmm.
watching this just organically. I think the more that we can develop this kind of system, the more we're going to make it with our own paid products as well as with the affiliate products. I have something I'll be
Yes.
sharing a little bit later on too, but I think she's onto something there with Pinterest.
I I
I,
think so too. Also with the TikTok, on the TikTok side. So there it's I don't know how to say this. It's like a game.
mhm.
It's not just a social media platform. They made it into a game. Like
Ah,
you reach levels. You level
oh,
up. It's like they call it leveling up. It's
wow.
insane. I'm like, wait a second, you're using gamer knowledge
Yeah,
or gamer words here, language, right? And I'm
yeah.
like, okay. So if I'm leveling up, what do I have to do to get to the next level? Like, where do you find that? And ironically, so I'm not sure if people know this, but I switched my account to a business account instead of a personal one. So
Okay,
the personal one allows you to get full access to songs and sounds. I
okay.
don't think you need all of that because the business one provides you analytics.
Ah, very
So
important.
like, I mean, I don't know if you can see my, no, you can't see that.
It's not, yeah.
So what I did, so since I'm almost at I'm like 1,970 followers right now. I was at 18, I gained 100 today because I
Wow.
posted something that baited them to follow me.
That's, oh,
Yeah.
that's how
So
you're doing it.
yes, but it's not baiting. It's like a mental bait.
Uh-huh.
Because you're not allowed to bait. You'll get they call it shadow banned if
Interesting.
you bait. Yeah. Like if you say follow me, they'll kind of like squash your post.
Ah, interesting.
Yes. And you can check your account health status with Business Suite. So you can check if your posts are in good standing. Like one of mine was not. And it was the post that I made with my daughter was making her own lunch. And there was nothing bad about it. The problem that I saw was that it was just her in there. I didn't make an appearance. They don't like that.
No, because it's
They don't
minors.
like it.
Yeah.
Yes. They don't like that. So they put a violation on it.
Ah,
But as soon as I deleted it, the violation went away.
okay. I'm gonna take my camera off for a second. I gotta adjust my lighting because it's making a glare. So let
Yeah.
me go ahead and do that. I don't know
But
why it's doing that, but just hang for a second. But you can keep
yeah.
talking.
No, okay. So the cool thing that I just found out today, because I was like, dang, it would be really nice if I can find out when my followers are online. Can I do that? And I asked ChatGPT. Oh, you want to say hi? There we go. Say hi, tell them what your name is. No. Okay.
Uh, there we go.
Um,
That's not good. I don't know what's going on with my camera.
so today I asked Chat, I said, hey, can you tell me how to find out where when my followers are online the most? I want to know, like every day. And yeah, I just found it out. And it tells you when your followers and what time during the day, what days they are on the most.
Okay, that's how
And I
you
was
find
like,
when to post.
whoa. Yes. So essentially, then you need to understand the other side to it. So you post a product post, right? And other posts, right? For engagement. Not all products. So I post something, and who the people who are your followers will push it out. So the more it's pushed out, the more it ends up on a like explore page. They call it a for you page. So it ends up on the for explore page more often as it gets pushed out more and more and more as someone reposts it. And your friends, your followers are the ones reposting it, but they're not the ones buying it. It's the people that are on the for you page that are buying your stuff. It's not your
Interesting.
friends.
Huh.
So that's how that whole system is working right now.
So your friends are almost like a storefront.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
they get
mean, they're
they
like
they
out
they put
front
up.
saying, "Hey, come
Yeah,
in."
yeah, yeah. They're the Walmart greeter.
Yeah, there you
Exactly.
go.
They're the Abercrombie and Fitch shirtless male guy over here. Like, hey.
That is
Anywho,
really cool. Well, I like that.
that's what I found out so far.
Yeah, and you said you just hit 2,000 followers with, was it this
I'm
last?
almost there. I'm like
Oh,
set I think 25 followers away from 2000.
and when did they let you into promoting their shop products? You were how?
At So normally to automatically get accepted, you have to be at 5,000.
Okay.
They're starting to let people in. What do you mean? The pen. I collect. Okay. They will let you in under 5,000, and they state in their statement that they will let you in at 1,000, but that's not true. I don't even know why they put that statement there.
Hmm.
So I think it's trying to guide people like, yeah, if you get around 1,000, try getting into TikTok shop. Well, you can't just try. You have to like do all the above. You have to post like product posts that
Hmm.
you're not going to earn anything on, right? You're just doing it, right? And then you have to engage with your friends. They call it engaging, and so you have to like pretty much you have to engage on their posts and tell TikTok that you want to be a part of the affiliate program. You have to like spend, I would say it would, if you were to hit it hard the by the third day, even like third day in the morning, you would get accepted. It doesn't
Oh,
matter how many followers you are.
how many posts did you have to do, or shall we say often? I think you said you were posting twice a day or something.
3 times a day, and some
Times.
of the posts were, so originally I was asking chat like, oh, when's the best time to post? Well, the times that it gave me are not reflective of the times here. So that's interesting too. So I have to kind of like look at that. But it also tells you who is following you, like what gender. Is it mostly males and mostly females?
Ah,
What age? It tells you what age group. So 35 to 44 is the age group that I am hitting most, which makes sense. You
yeah.
know, I'm 35, so and that's the mom. And my second group is literally the one right after. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. And I was thinking about that too, because I have a product that is really geared towards moms trying to make additional income, because that's what I was, a stay-at-home mom for my marriage. I actually built that business doing the gardening, hydroponics, getting, starting to get some traction there. And then I was monetized too with my YouTube while I was married and doing this with my kids. I started with my youngest was 3 years old, and I have videos of her and I building stuff together. It was really cute. So I
they
started.
thrive on that. People thrive on that stuff. And it's like I will post the goofiest thing
Yeah.
and people are like. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so weird.
Little
Like,
one is so cute. Yeah.
yeah, I know. I get so many comments on her. I've actually got a couple of collaborations because they saw her. They're like,
Oh,
oh, your little one's so cute. Can we send you stuff and you can post it and promote
oh,
us?
wow, that's sweet. I know Amazon is super picky. They don't like minors in the videos. I've done a couple and it
Hmm.
was okay, but they're like really cracking down on that. So even when my youngest was a little younger, and she's starting to really grow up now, because she's turning a teenager this next month. So a couple years ago, she was
Yeah.
younger looking. She was great, but I kind of had to be careful a little more with Amazon. If TikTok's more open towards mama and kid, that's even a better platform for you. Plus, it appeals to younger generation.
Exactly. But the reason why I wanted, so yeah, I'm striving for the 5,000, so I don't have to, limit myself to 5 links a week.
Yeah.
Five, you can only post 5 videos that actually have an affiliate link to it a
Ah,
week if you're under 5,000.
when you're in shop, you're able to do it, but when you're not in
Right.
shop, you
When
can't.
if I'm doing a collaboration and it's just like use my discount code, then
Oh, I see.
yeah, I can do as many as those as I want.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the whole point is I looked into a lot of like the children stuff. Like, have you guys heard of Love Every? Love Every? It's like Montessori toys and like baby stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I looked into like asking to see if I could promote their products because you get samples. You get all these samples,
Yeah.
right? Which is the greatest thing ever for a mom.
Hmm.
And but you have to have they're like usually you have to have around 2,000 followers.
Yeah. In some places, some platforms I looked at, it was like you had to have 5,000 followers to
Pick it
be
up.
able to get those collaborations. What appealed to me about Join Brands, I mentioned that in another call, and you could see their YouTube channel too. They're working with a lot of the TikTok shops people that are starting out like Eli, they accept you young with less followers. And a lot of those brands are really hopping into the brand new influencers because they're also noticing that having a small following where it's highly engaged actually produces better results on their sales than some of these large, huge followings they've always been going to, these brand deals. Because what happens is the algorithms are playing to the activity, the responsiveness of your videos, and they don't send them out to as much to the big platforms anymore. The big ones are like, oh, you have enough followers, so they're not sending their videos out like they are for the new people. And I've seen this on YouTube, and I've heard
Yeah.
others talk about it. When you're below monetization, they push your stuff out there better. I'm getting
Yeah.
real close to monetization on my YouTube, my new one, the Cats and Gadgets. I am literally just 70 followers short of monetization, and I'm not getting the traction anymore. I still get views, but not like I had been at the beginning. So it's just, it's like they're like, hey, she's starting to make it now, but I still get sales off the videos too. So it does work out. And I still get some collaborations, but I'm also cutting back the time on that because you can't be building a bunch of products, doing a bunch of research, tying in all these tools with my site, and then at the same time expect to have time to do all these product reviews. So I've really had to, scale back on my product reviews because I don't have the time for it. But thankfully, some of that momentum I've already got on my channels is still making sales. And I had a pretty good month. And of course, it's spring. Everyone's getting garden stuff right now. So I'm getting some good sales on the gardening.
Can
Pretty
you
good.
guys,
Yeah.
for your social media in the chat, Eli and Christy, put your links, and then I'll go around and friend you, I guess, whatever the words are. But I'll like for your any of your stuff that I haven't.
Yeah, I actually have a lot, and it would take me away from hosting the call to try to
Okay, well,
because they're different
if
Google
you can you
accounts.
put it in the Discord
Yeah, I'll
on
just do that. Yeah,
okay,
I could
later.
just do that.
And
Yeah.
Eli, what's your TikTok, if you're able to answer your TikTok I don't know what handle.
Or maybe message all of us your TikTok, just in the private messaging.
Yeah.
Because I'm not
'Cause-
going to be posting when I post the call for today, I'm not going to be posting all the chats anyway. So if it's
Okay.
easier, I
Yeah.
think,
But then I'll just like I said, I'll
yeah,
right.
we can
You
help
never
each
know.
other out, right?
Well,
I have a TikTok
you
too.
never know who's going to be that person or link to the next upswing or whatever. So,
I started posting some of my YouTube shorts into TikTok, and I don't think they're formatted well because I've had zero views, absolutely none. And I'm like,
okay.
okay. And I've done maybe about 10. It's not like a lot, but I'm gonna have to. I'll study it later. I'm like, I just have too much to focus on right now. So, if you follow me on TikTok, you'll be my first follower. So But
Right. Well,
and
I'll follow you.
yeah, I think it'd be great to like I like our community, each of us supporting each other because we all have things that we're learning and trying out, and I think it'd be good to do that. So, but I was making a mention, I don't know if I officially have mentioned this, but I am looking at April as my last month of doing all these calls. I might still pull maybe the community call for like how are you guys doing and a checkup, but like I'm about to release some high, you know, I think they're very good quality ChatGPT prompts. I've also, with the coaching that I'm getting and what I'm paying for, if I can continue to afford this platform, um, that guy is developing chat prompts too that are just really good. You guys have seen some of them, where we put an idea and it generates all the product layout and all that. And he's got some really good stuff. I'm studying it. I'm wanting to build something that's my unique style because there's a few changes I want to do to tie it in for like email, to make an email sequence. And so I'm going to kind of shift a little bit of my focus, but because of being in his platform, he's offering this stuff that I'll be able to offer to my students. I don't know how much of this I can give to you guys, but it is a paid platform and I need to be able to make, I need to get some paid customers or I can't afford it because of the renewals in August. And it's a lot. It's a chunk of change I don't have right now. So I'm just like, I'm going to have to start, like I said, I want to release the high ticket materials and actually get the coaching going. You've got a couple ideas, Alyssa, and I want to give them a real good deal starting, get jumping on the platform now. And then I want to do something where, okay, there's the initial 3 months. I help them build their website. I help you, like I've done with you guys, do the tie-in with Kit. And there's some technical pieces that, it's a little challenging. And then I'm also have learned some more things we could do as Springs hosting for being able to deliver products without it being on your site, like obviously on your site, but there's a way to be able to deliver it like through email. So if you do a course that you don't want to have them buy on your site, but you're going to charge monthly amount for or whatever the series is, and you have it released, like Kit offers those, email membership courses. You can also do that with these special products that they only get if they buy your email sequence. And you could do all that and deliver it through the Springs hosting website. It's pretty cool. I've been doing some of that. I think Meg, you tried one of my links out because I gave you one where you saw like my worksheet that I gave you for
Mhm.
coming up with your pro message. There it is. Yep. Yeah. See, that's the kind of stuff that I'm doing. And it was delivered. I have one page up on my site right now where you can get it, but I'm going to be putting that behind a paywall and then that kind of stuff so people can actually go deeper. I have the basic training, but then when they really try to work it out, it'll be something like that, like what you're doing there. And then you'll take your answers from that and put it into a chat GPT prompt system that'll then take your products further. That's the goal. So that's what I want to do. And I want to be able to set it up with emails that it'll automatically generate based on your answers to different products. So things that you're wanting to build. So I'm excited. I think where we're going to go is going to be really helpful for people to jumpstart their influence, my name of my program, and get their first product launched, their first email sequence launched, their first website. And then they could take it from there and continue on with my tools at a lower price point. I haven't figured out what it'll be, but I'm thinking like maybe 97 a month, but for you guys, it would be, yeah, I don't know, 27 or I don't know, something real reasonable. So we'll figure it out. But I'm just trying to think of how can we do this where I can afford my tools and still be able to offer a high quality amount of product in for you guys. And anyone with Sheridan, I'll still offer really good deals with Sheridan, but being that most of the people in the group do not even join the calls, I don't know how many are even looking at the videos. So that's a call out to you guys. If you really want this, this is the last month of free coaching. And then those that I'm currently working with will work out some kind of deal with you guys for coming into that private platform. And anybody that on my first 5 students on that Jumpstart Your Influence program, it'll be like 90% discount for the first 5. So you got a friend, you know, Yeah, it'll be a real good deal for them. And then the next five, it'll be 80% discount. It'll be kind of like discounted as I build it. It'll be more, and then they can continue on it. I'll figure out a good price point for people that are not in Sheraton. So, but yeah, I got to figure it out. Either I do this and pay for this expensive platform, get our Zooms private, get our own chat community, or I do stuff free and then, well, I still don't want to give away everything because I paid a lot to learn it. So,
No
yeah,
guilt, no shame.
yeah, you guys all know
It's,
it, right?
yeah,
And Sheridan charges a lot for what their training is, so why should I do everything free? I kind of
yeah,
think
no.
maybe I should. Yeah. And I'm thinking your friend, she's a single mom, Melissa, that you have.
Hmm.
Yeah, I definitely want to work with anybody who's in that situation because that's what I'm trying to build is something they can start with. And yeah, the coaching may be a bit of a bite for them, but being that I know how to do things and build things and make it affordable, so they can,
Hoping to meet with her next week again and
yeah,
talk more because I didn't go hardcore price because I didn't want to quote before I talked to you.
yeah,
So then now that I've got that, I can sit down with her.
sounds good. Yeah, and it's only going to get better. That's where
Mhm.
like you guys are starting out at a real good rate. If you jump into the platform with what I'm getting from this guy, he's talking about every month releasing a new product in one of the major areas, niches. So like I'm doing making money online, but I also have gardening, which can do nutrition. He's going to be hitting health products. He's going to do nutrition products. Um, that's the health. But then he's also going to do like a parenting product, which Eli would probably love if she, wanted to, if we could leverage that kind of stuff. Like, and he's going to be being in the program that I'm in, I'm going to be able to offer those. I
Mhm.
don't know quite how we're going to break out the price points for our own customers, but you being in my platform, you'd be able to get those price points. And then it may be that you'll have to get on with his program officially to be able to sell his stuff, but you might be able to
Okay.
use his stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a
Okay,
program.
well, I'll
Hey,
set up a call with you one-on-one so we
yeah,
can discuss that further.
yeah, that would be good. And definitely your pastor too. Like,
Yes. He
uh,
what I guess I don't know if he was away or sick, but he wasn't there last Sunday. So
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
but
When he's around, because be nice if your two people could take advantage of that first five group.
I'm going to sit down with both of that's on my list for next week. This week I've got this crazy shift. I'm up at 4:15 and out the
Yeah.
door 10 after
Wow.
5 and then yeah, so but it's I'm picking up from one of the Métis settlements in the back bush there and it's kids. I'm picking up kids. So, and it's well, I'd have to convert it to miles for you guys, but it's 450 to 475 kilometers a day.
Hmm.
So just driving kids. So
Yeah.
through the bush and the weather, it rained and snowed today, so that's always entertaining.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got a big storm coming in, and I mentioned to some of you guys, I have my biannual mission trip street witnessing, and I'm due to fly out Thursday. The storm comes in Wednesday night, and it goes all the way through Saturday, and I come back Sunday. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
boy.
hopefully it'll be better on the roads when I come back. But I have a 2 hour drive just to get to the airport, plus there's parking, so I have to allow 3 hours just to get to the airport, then another hour through the airport. It's pretty much a 4 hour when I don't have snow. And I'm like, great. So I would covet your prayers and
Okay.
yeah, thoughts as well this weekend because street witnessing also means I'm out in the cold all weekend long. So it's gonna be a cold one. I'm thinking about packing snow pants to put over my and some snow boots, or maybe I'll just wear the snow boots. It's gonna be nuts. 3 days of snow in Colorado. Yep.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm such a wimp.
Yeah,
I am like, I'm a wimp.
well, I do
I'm
not
cold.
like icy roads. I freak out at them. I really do.
You
And
wouldn't have liked this morning then because it was raining. So, and then
uh,
it's like hovering like it was minus, I guess, 10 and
uh,
32 is 0 for you guys, so it would have been like 20.
So
15.
was it icy, like the slick ice that comes?
Yeah, but the asphalt can get a little slick, black ice, right?
Yeah,
Just
that's the
you
part that
learn,
scares me.
you just learn up here. It becomes second nature. Drive, and the minute that friction, like your traction loses from the pavement, you just instantly know, and you just correct and carry
Yeah.
on and go back to driving. Oh,
I get my nerves go nuts because
yeah, see,
I have a lot of scary
I've done it
thoughts.
my whole life, so I'm just like, it was like when I went the couple times we went to LA and it poured rain and the concrete becomes just as if it's ice, slick. And man, they all went into panic mode and I'm going by them doing
Yeah,
like, yes, I guess.
yeah, exactly. So, well, I'm just I'm a wimp when it comes to the ice, especially on the freeway. It's
Yeah.
really scary. We have a hill that I have to make it up the hill and down without sliding out. That gets really bad because it's 7,000 elevation and it's actually I think it's 75, maybe even 8. We're going over that hill, and then you descend down to Denver, which is 5,000. But when you start getting these 20-degree temperatures and it's snowing, it could gridlock. Even if it wasn't like I'm not safe or something, it could be the people around me. I'm kind of freaking out about it. Probably tonight I'm going to look at when it's actually hitting, and there's the possibility I'll leave in the middle of the night on Wednesday to try to avoid it and
Yeah.
get to the airport. I have an afternoon flight, but I'd rather hang out at the airport, just
Yeah.
chilling,
Yeah.
than deal with
Gotta do
this.
what you gotta do.
Yeah, yeah. And the place where I park my car, they're telling me I may need a new reservation if I do that. So I got to decide what I'm going to do
Yeah.
for that. But yeah, it's no fun.
Well, is there some place you could even, if you did leave in the middle of the night, that you could just hang out with your car that's not far from the airport, like say 20 minutes or half an hour? Then that way you're just,
Well, so the place that I parked my car, they said I could show up an hour and a half earlier, and they shuttle me to the airport.
yeah.
But the storm is supposed to start coming in around 4 in the morning.
No,
When
but is there no truck stop near there where you can just, take a
oh,
book?
I should look that up. I don't know. There
Yeah.
probably is a truck
Yeah. Just,
stop.
yeah, just stop at a truck stop. There's food, there's bathrooms, then,
That's better because I'm like
yeah.
thinking no bathroom and I can't park.
Yeah, no, there's gotta, I'm sure around there, there'd be one close by.
Yeah,
Even within like 40 minutes, then then you can, you're 2 hours or 3 hours before you go to park, you tootle over there, right?
yeah,
And
make
you'll
it
be
over
just
that
fine.
hill and well, and
Yeah,
it's Denver, so you're talking like a major metropolitan. I would imagine they've got something along there.
yeah.
So, and then of
As
course,
soon
if
as you
I,
said freeway, I'm like, there's gotta be a truck stop, and
oh
they're
yeah,
usually
no,
24 hours, and yeah,
oh, I know there are truck stops on the way there. I know where they are because I pass them. But
yeah,
the question is there something close to where I need to park because
yeah,
it's congested Denver. It's huge.
yeah, yeah.
So
Well, then
there's got to be something. I've seen.
find the closest one and navigate yourself there, and then wait
There
it
you
up.
go.
Yeah, take a book, take your laptop, and
Bring my jacket and
yeah,
my snow boots.
yeah, work away till you can, or have a nap in your car.
Yeah, they said an hour
Lots of
and a
people
half
do.
before. And I don't mind hanging out at the airport, so that was going to be fine. It's just trying to get there. I think it doesn't start really snowing until the time I'm supposed to be at this place, but it's
Yeah,
like 20%. It starts at 4, and I think it goes up to 50%. But I'm gonna look at the hourly again after our call tonight, and I could always move my reservation up a few hours if they
yeah,
still have opening slots. But that's the main thing. I need to make sure they still have something open,
yeah.
and then
If it's a
that would
Wednesday,
make it
you're probably
easy.
pretty safe.
Well, it's Thursday that I'm flying out.
Yeah,
So, but it comes in Wednesday evening and with Colorado, we've had warm weather. Of
yeah,
course, now that I'm leaving, it's turning cold, 20
yeah.
degrees.
It's March. It's the nature
Yeah.
of the beast, March and April. It can go either direction. Well, up here, it can go either direction. Like we were hitting, like we were probably mid 40s, high 40s for 6 days. And then now we got another 8 inches of snow, and it was almost all gone. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just what it'll do.
Whoa, that's a huge difference.
Oh yeah, and oh my gosh, it can swing here like in 24 hours you can see a 60-degree difference.
Wow.
Like it literally, it's not uncommon. You just get used to it.
Yeah.
And that would be like 80 degrees difference.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know how to do the conversion on Celsius, but like with ours, our storm that's coming, it's like 24 degrees or 20. It's gonna be in the 20s for several days.
yeah.
And the weather we've been having has been in the 50s, 60s.
Yeah,
So it's a
that's
pretty
yeah, same thing here.
Yesterday, 80 degrees here, and today, 32.
so you
Yeah,
have the swing
but
too.
that's spring. That's March and April. That's what they do,
Yeah.
like clockwork.
Yeah. It's
Ellie's
gonna
like
go for it.
shivering in the morning. I was like, Ed.
Well, I had my heater off because I was getting the afternoon sun and warming my house so much for a few days. And then it switched. It got cold, and I'm like, ooh, I was going to bed. I'm like, it's kind of chilly in here. Why is that? Oh, I forgot I turned off my heater. Gotta turn it back on because my poor kitties, well, they probably aren't cold, but I imagine them being cold at night because I'm under the covers.
So that driving I'm doing with those kids is 285 to 300 miles a day.
Oh,
Yeah, so
oh,
through the bush.
wow.
Uh, yeah,
So you're
that's
getting paid to do that? That's like a job you're doing?
yeah, yeah. I'm just subbing in.
But how in the world with icy weather?
The
That's
beer on the 99 bottles of beer.
Yeah.
Okay, pass it
Well,
around.
they sleep. They're most it's junior high to high school, and so they sleep. They get on the bus and they're
well, that's probably true. The
yeah.
buses are early in the morning and then they don't.
Yeah, my first pickup is 6:25 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My old neighborhood, we were out in the country, and so the buses were like that. Now my kids were about to go to high school, the middle school. They were getting into that right when I got divorced, but the bus would leave in that neighborhood like 5:45.
Yeah.
And oh, that's no fun. But they liked it when we went into town because then they got normal hours, like 7 or 8. They didn't have, in some cases, like the middle school, my middle schooler doesn't have to show till 8:30
Oh, okay.
because all the buses are running the high schoolers early. So it kind of, you know,
Yeah.
that goes to go from the really early to, hey, mom gets divorced and I get to be in town where I don't have to, I could sleep in. They like that.
Yeah, I bet.
So, and I kind of like it too because I have to do the pickups and all that. And it's a lot easier being 10 minutes away versus the half-hour drive we used to have for those. So, and if you get snow, we would have being on the hill like 7,000 feet, we would have these drifts that could just literally ground your car because it could be blowing so hard across the road. You have, impassable areas. So,
I'm from Saskatchewan. Same thing with no people.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you get storm stayed, it was not uncommon that you were 8, 10 hours stuck in your car because
Uh,
nobody was coming for you.
Yeah, well, thankfully they do plow as much as they can, but I have been 20 minutes away on an ice storm in the spring where it turned wet
Mhm,
first and then it turned into black ice and the
mhm,
cars were stalling on the hill. It took
mhm.
me an hour to get home. I was shaking because of, I mean, I did like a half
Nobody carries a
day.
box of cat litter, eh?
Well, and the problem is it came in so fast.
Yeah.
I got into town and it was fine and we got
No,
out.
seriously, cat litter works as like gravel on snow. If you
Uh-huh.
dump cat litter, like if you're stuck or ice,
Ah.
if you dump cat litter, you'll get traction.
Nice. It's good
Yeah.
to know that, but you just have to carry it around.
Yeah. Throw a bag in the box in the back of your trunk and
Just have it.
yeah.
That's smart. Good
Yeah.
old
Hey, I tell you, I'm
Saskatchewan.
from the middle of nowhere and you learn every trick in the book.
Do the candles actually work to keep the temperature lower?
Absolutely. Yeah, even when it's -40, if you got a good sized candle going, You will stay warm. Actually, the biggest reason people, if they get into trouble up here and it's cold and it's snowing, they'll leave their vehicles running, but they forget to go pull the snow away from the exhaust pipe, and then they die
Oh,
of carbon
And
monoxide.
they die from carbon
Yeah,
monoxide. Yeah.
that's then freezing to death. That's more common. Yeah,
oh.
yeah, yeah.
All
You'll
right.
get what? Sorry,
Go
go ahead.
ahead.
No,
Oh,
I
go
was
ahead
just
and
gonna
finish.
say when people freeze to death, it's when they leave their vehicle and they try to walk somewhere,
Mhm.
and then they aren't found till spring.
Oh, that's happened to some folks up in the mountains here. And they
Yeah.
get disoriented. It's so cold, they get hypothermia.
Well, it's here when it snows, they can't see. You can't see where you're going, like in Saskatchewan, because it's prairie. So
Yeah.
it's
Well,
flat. And it just, you'll get, you get the 70, 80 kilometer or well, I guess for you guys, whatever that would be. Yeah, even miles per hour, 60, 70 miles per hour winds and fresh snow. And you
yeah.
you I've
Oh,
had
yeah.
to tie myself to my car because I had to get out and look at something, and because if I had wandered more than 5 feet from it, I wasn't going to find it again. Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
That's,
The blizzards up here and whiteouts are real.
yeah.
Yeah.
We've had some whiteouts pileups from that, but
Yeah.
it's not as common. But
Yeah.
with the mountain train, because you have a little more breaks with
Yeah.
trees. But
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. In the
And
prairie.
Eli would never see that.
yeah,
No, it's
not in California.
no.
That's
I don't
actually
know.
not true. That's not
Well,
true. We get it
it
in the
used to,
mountains.
Have you done like I know San Diego area because I grew up there, but we used to go up to Julian and some of those mountains up there was fun, but we didn't.
Yeah, no,
awful.
when you're in Tahoe, it is
Oh,
it's scary because you're literally on top of the mountain and it's like that, and you're like in the cloud, and you're like, and it'll, like you said, it'll just come immediately, and you're
So
like,
next
oh my
time
gosh, get off the mountain.
next time you're in something like that, you know what you do? You put your GPS, your cell phone, whatever, and you put it on, and then don't look out your window. It's like being a pilot, and you follow the GPS as long as it's got
Well,
the right road maps. That's how I've gotten out of
wow.
that's a good
probably dozens of
idea,
blizzards. I
but
just
I'm
put the
talking more of
my
like I'm
Garmin
on a
right on the
snowboard.
dash. I don't even look out the windshield. I just follow it. And you can
Wow.
feel the grade of the roads, right? Because if you stay in the middle, it's flat. If you go too far to the left, you'll feel yourself. If you go too far to the right, you'll feel yourself.
Oh my
Professional driver.
goodness.
Well,
That's
I was
how I,
talking more of like snowboarding.
yeah. But
Well, I don't know if
Yeah,
a
back in
GPS
the
could get me down
day.
the mountain.
no, I'm
Just
talking driving.
yeah,
Like
I
I
was more
I've had
talking
hail.
snowboarding.
Drive there.
yeah.
I I've had hail here in Colorado where you were driving home and it just comes down all of a sudden and you literally can't see the edges of the road and it is like white out.
And you can't drive because it's like driving on marbles.
Yeah.
You're stuck stopping. I've had that here too. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Pretty
get
rough.
we get it all except no earthquakes and no hurricanes.
Now I had the earthquakes in California. In
Yeah.
fact, it was kind of, I'll tell you a story real quick. So when
We had
my
in New Jersey.
parents were looking at moving, maybe to Colorado, whatever, because my dad had lost his job. We had a really cool little place in Southern California out in the mountains with some oak trees, and we had a rope swing. We had an old, really cool little, it was a Boy Scout camp that was turned into a house. It was a coolest little thing for kids, we just
Yeah.
loved it. And we had a little creek bed back there we played in, whatever. It was great. It was like any childhood dream. And in the 90s, no digital anything to distract. This was
Yeah.
our fun. So it was really neat. Nobody really wanted to move, but my dad's like, we need to put the house up for market because he had lost his job and he's looking at going to Colorado where the cost of living was cheaper at the time. And that day I heard my mom say, oh, it would take an earthquake to get me out of here. I love it so much. And I thought, oh, Mom, don't say that. You're in California, right? That night, I'm not kidding, we had an earthquake. It wasn't bad, but we had a crack in our foundation already that wasn't disclosed, and it was already discounting the amount of price we could get out of the house. And I'm thinking, and we're on a hill, and I'm thinking, earthquake and a crack in the foundation, not a good idea, Mom. But it was like the Lord was like, yeah, I gotta shake you out because I'm moving you. It was just one of those childhood memories of yeah,
I have
okay.
felt when I was in California the one time there was a earthquake, which wasn't it was just a
Tremor.
mini
Mhm.
tremor, and like I could tell like I'm freaking out because I'm like, holy crap, the ground is moving. This is not a thing. But everyone around me, they're like, oh no, it's nothing, right? Like they're like, this isn't a thing.
I woke up so many nights living in Southern California that my bed would be shaking back and forth. Sometimes the pictures would fall off my bed on me. That happened a couple times, like where I was like, "Oh, okay." When you're sleeping, you're like your body goes in like a paralysis state for a second while you're waking up. And so I'd be shaking in the bed and be thinking, "Oh, I need to get to safety." And then I'm like, "I can't move anything." For like that split, while you're waking up. By the time I would wake up and have all the faculties available to get out, it's like it's over. Just enough. You kind of get used to it after a while because we had so many earthquakes. I don't know, Eli, do you get earthquakes up in San Francisco much, or is it mostly just Southern California?
Oh, we get them.
Yeah.
And they're pretty. I mean, most of the time, like me and my husband will just look at each other like, did you feel that? Like, was that real? And we both confirm.
Yeah.
But then, we do get the occasional larger ones that were right on the fault, the Hayward fault.
Uh,
So yeah. Ironically, UC Berkeley,
uh-huh.
our football stadium was retrofitted it to break in half if that because it's built right on the fault line. So it's retrofitted to break in half. It's the safest spot you could ever be during an earthquake.
What?
Yeah, so it's like instead of like crumbling, which most
Uh,
architecture things would do, it's designed to like break in half. And
So
then
it's to absorb shock.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, because I've also heard like there are pyramids of safety that are next to things like desks and beds, but being next to it, the bed breaks the fall and creates like a pyramid of safety. But if you go
Yeah.
under it, it can flatten. So the idea is to go
Yeah.
next to it. But it's no fun. You want a big, heavy blanket to try to protect you from debris.
Well, honestly, it's like you have like 0.2 seconds to figure out what to do. A lot of people don't do anything. They, like you said, they just kind of stand there.
Well, and I
Yeah,
couldn't, I couldn't get out of bed quick enough whenever I'd wake up. I just physically
There's
couldn't.
actually this thing now where they can actually warn people, like send out like an emergency warning like 20 seconds before it hits.
Oh,
The
that's
one the one thing that is really helpful because we live on the water is if there's a so if
tsunami.
tsunami.
there's a yeah, if there's a big earthquake, we can, get tsunamis.
Yep.
So and so
Tsunami
anyhow,
warning.
I
If all
digress.
of a sudden your beach gains about 5 miles, you probably want to get out of there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm right on the beach, so I'd be gone. So see ya.
Yeah, yeah, fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is scary.
My
Well,
brother specializes on that.
Yeah.
oh, he does.
Yeah, so he always knows when earthquakes are going to happen, or he used to work for escape routes for ways to get out of fires and all that kind of stuff. So that's what his specialty is.
Oh, that's great. Well, he could
It's
do a program
funny
on
because,
that.
everybody always jokes around and they're like, first from Japan, daily earthquakes to California. And then when we moved to New Jersey, we had an earthquake. And people are like, "You brought it."
How funny. Well, I want to
So,
shift gears a little bit now. We kind of had
Right.
fun talking about the weather coming up here, but I did want to kind of show you guys a few things and talk about Meg. What you have you been able to work through that? I created a formula, my person problem pain. Oh, good job. Yep, worksheet. And this is going to be stuff that's going to be in my high ticket, so I'm not putting a link in right now. But this is stuff that really helps you refine what you're going to be offering with your product and how you're going to pitch it to your audience because you want to tell your story in connection with the pain that you went through before you had the breakthrough. So the idea is person, problem, pain. PR is the result. That's the transformation that happened and how you went about doing that. I give examples in my worksheet of how, there you go. Hey, look at Meg. Thank you. And she's showing a little bit on there. The breakthrough result right there. And I give examples of how I did it with gardening and how I did it with, like with my t-shirt business, but mostly I think I did the gardening example. And then the offer is the last one where you're going to make your pitch for people to buy. And this is one of two things I'm trying to build out. The next part is the offer formula. It'll be a AAA offer formula to really refine the offer. And then what I'm wanting to do is string out a framework with chat. So you guys go pick out like a bunch of different product ideas and have chat put that together in a framework of how you would deliver one product after another product after another product to bring people through a sequence of trainings. Well, ideally, I want to come up with something for a year that you could literally, let's say you get somebody on your list and you're promoting like one of Adam's ClickBank products. And then they get on the list, they get the free lead magnet, and you do a few follow-up emails about the product. Then you shift into your sequence of products. And your first one that would make the most sense if a person is with that area of struggle, what would be the next step? This product right here would give them those steps, and then they'd work through it. Either it's an ebook or it's a mini course. Like I told you about Kit's mini courses that they can sign up for or they can buy and they'll get them over email. There's another platform, and I want to show this. I mentioned to you, Eli, about, you don't have to answer if you want, if you're busy, but that I was going to show you guys this platform that I found. First, let's start with Kit. Let's see, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and log into my account because I've been dabbling with one of Kit's new tools, so we'll jump on that one. And then I haven't built this one out as much as I wanted to because I'm getting ready for my trip, but we'll just start with that. Okay, so let me share screen. I thought you guys might like to see this because this might give you ideas of what you can do. When you're starting with very little funds, you can't afford like a big expensive platform like I'm trying to do with the coaching. But when you're starting out, you might want something that'll be like smaller programs or smaller products to build somebody up to where you would coach them with a $5,000 ticket offer. Like Meg, what you've done might be something that could be a $5,000 offer because you get into really working with them on their specific pain points and getting results. And you have stories to go with it from you've helped a lot of people already. So you have something I think that could easily go high ticket. But a person, when they first work with you, probably isn't going to want to sign up for $5,000 right away. They're going to need something that they might pay $27 or they might pay $97. And, they may want a one-time, or they may pay, hey, I'll pay $10 a month to look at all the things that you're producing for the next year's worth of content. And you need a series of little products they can do. So that's what I'm trying to do, is build something that you could start people with a low price point and build them up to where, okay, I really want to go deep with you one-on-one, or more likely the group coaching calls, because you can serve more people, kind of like what I'm doing. So let's do the share, and I'll start with Kit. This is kind of a neat thing that they just rolled out. Under the Grow, when you have a paid platform, you are able to have your own, lead magnet pages. And I've showed you guys like my embed form that I created with Kit to go right into Adam's bridge pages. And I'm collecting an email right away. Well, this is one of them. Let me go get to the one that I showed you guys the other day. That's the one for my regular lead magnet embed that goes on my site. And you could do that. But for getting leads, there we go. This one right here. You guys remember this? And I did this with the front end offer for people to get on a platform to be able to get these jobs, online jobs that ClickBank offers. So this embeds right into my form. But another thing that Kit gives, and I posted this to some of you guys, so some of you guys saw this already, is this page. So you have a form that embeds into, it can embed on your site form, your site page, or you can embed it into Adam's bridge page, or you can create a page that's a standalone. And the nice thing about the standalone page like this is that you can put a link to any social media on any platform. and they can get right here and read about what you're offering, and they can sign up. Or I did 2 of these. And one of them I was playing with my video that I created with AI using my prompts. And these were my own prompts. Nobody made these prompts. I made them myself because what I did is I took my bridge page avatar, and then I took my own avatar from my program. I kind of put the 2 together into offering my free PDF. And I created, let me see, which one is it? This one right here. This is a page. And what I did is I embedded my actual video that tells the story that is on my bridge page with Adam and invites people to sign up for my lead magnet. And I'm going to show you how neat this is. Now I have my embed. It's on my YouTube channel, and I don't think it'll play on this call. I might in a minute see if it'll play, but right here, you guys can see all of this was done with my AI prompts based on my avatar, that worksheet that I gave you, Meg, and also the avatar for my bridge page with Adam. And I basically told chat to give me the ideas of the person that I'm going to be promoting this product to. I wanted chat to create a sales page that would be over video. A video sales page is basically what it was. And so using my prompts, it created just a fantastic video that I embedded into my form with Adam. Plus, I stuck here a picture of my lead magnet that I formatted in a little square. Now, ClickBank has some limitations. With their landing pages like this, they don't let you resize things. So I had to put mine kind of small, and I wasn't real happy with, you can't read this right here. I wish you could. Their format is really small, and I don't see a page where they let you increase that size. But when I got the link to put it onto my site, I was really surprised by this. Because I put this on my Facebook page. Let's see, which one was it? Probably this one. It might be this page where I posted it. Maybe. I have all my reels posting. So it's constantly posting. So I may have to go a little bit further down. It might have been in my, okay, it wasn't there. I did it in the group itself. So let's go into our group. Let me go up on the screen and show you what it looked like in the group. So I also noticed that like when it's on I think it is on my page, the links don't work properly, but when it's in a group, there it is. You see how nice my image showed up? All I did was took ClickBank's URL link and I sent it over to my Facebook. And then I took this, and when you go and you click on it this is kind of like a banner image, if you will, because I tied it in with my offer image, and it takes you right to the video page that I just showed you. And if you go and you sign up, I'll go ahead and sign up right here. I'm just signing myself up because then I'm going to show you what it does. And all these little messages have jumped up, which is helpful. Okay, I'm going to submit. And just so you guys, you could test this as well because you guys have access to my page. If you signed up for my list already, it's not going to re-sign you up. So you could get my lead magnet if you wanted to. But to see how well this works is I hit submit, if it'll work on this call. Come on, there it goes. Look what it did. It landed right onto my VSL with ClickBank, while it automatically sent that email with my lead magnet to the person. So it's sitting on their email box, but it takes them right to the VSL. So there's literally no loss between them signing up for my email list and getting my product and right into my VSL. So this is something, I'm going to hit cancel because I don't want to do that right now. But this is something that you guys could do with your ClickBank products right through Kit to be able to advertise with Facebook if you wanted to do a Facebook ad, and then just take you right into your video. Now, if you had a video, Meg, for your course and you were introducing your course and you want to get people to sign up and pay X amount, you could do the same thing with a different page. So instead of landing straight into the ClickBank VSL, it could land into a page you'd made with your course, but have a video promoting your course. And then it could literally be showing that page. So from one page opt in, they get in. The next page, now here's my sales page. And so this is a way that we could stack our offers put together with email and with different ads. If we wanted to run an ad on Facebook as opposed to running an ad on Adam's traffic system, you could do the same thing. So I wanted to show you how nifty this is using the ClickBank forms that you have automatically with a paid account. I mean, I said ClickBank, I meant to say ConvertKit forms. So do any of you have any question about how I set this up?
I'm like, all these, all the lingos, and I'm like, okay, all the steps. I have to watch the video and do it one by one by one.
So I took a lot of this stuff that basically, what do I want them to do? You want to like give them step 1, step 2, step 3, break it down. This particular product with ClickBank requires you to take a survey so they know which jobs with your time frame fit best. So you take the survey, you give them those details, and they're going to send you a list of jobs that are available. And that's the way the platform works, online jobs. And so when they sign up here, this doesn't give them an option to get to the ClickBank offer without signing up for my list. It does 2 things. Using the ConvertKit, you know how Adam has his pages set up so that when a spy person wants to see the product you're promoting, it blanks out so they can't see that product and they don't know how to steal your marketing because they don't know what you're selling? This does the same thing. Using Kit, you essentially are you're protecting your spy people from knowing what products you're promoting, because the only way they can get to it is to sign up for your email list, and now you have their contact. And if someone's just wanting to steal your marketing, they're not going to want to sign up for your list and reveal who they are, right? So this is a way that you can pre-screen and also keep people without having to have that fancy tool. You can use this on Facebook. You can use this on the different marketing channels and collect your leads, and at the same time protect them from knowing what you're really promoting. So, and then my thought is, once they come into the form, Kit has some really neat tagging options. So let's go back into Kit. Let me show you that over here. So on the free account, Kit gives you 1 sequence, and let's see, I think it's under sequence right here. And the way sequences work is you set up an email, and you could do this. I like to do like 6 hours after they sign up for my main email, they get another email. Thank you for joining my list, and here's the PDF that you requested. Then I like to do a follow-up that's like a response, making sure they got it, so they get a second email in the inbox. You know how it is, junk mail or whatever. They get busy, they forgot to click on it. If they don't click on your offer, Kit does not allow them to jump onto your list. So you're going to want to kind of follow up and make sure they get it. And then what I did is I built a second sequence. You can see this. This one is not active because like I said, I want to make some changes to the framework that I was using. So I'm going to change these a little bit, but you can see how it is. Every day, every 2 days, I have something more about what I'm offering. And this is designed to go with my programs, my platform, and all the things that I'm building out so that this will sell. And it'll be some stories to go with it of this particular product and how it works.
Christy, with
Yeah.
this kit, which subscription is this? Because this isn't the free version, right?
No, the free version lets you have 1. So
Okay.
like this one, let's say you did the follow-up email.
Okay.
You can build out your sequence of emails just on that one.
Okay.
I'm breaking it out because I'm going to have Adam's ClickBank offer as
Yeah.
1 sequence. Then
Yes.
I'm going to have a sequence right for my 5 passive income strategies. And I might even pick some more ClickBank offers or other offers I find that work. Or I
But for
might
now, I can
promote
get
them.
away with just the free while I build out
Yeah, you
that
can.
first. Okay.
Yep, just build the first one for the first product that you're doing
Okay.
and build your list. You totally can do that.
Okay.
And then-
Just wanted to confirm. Thank you.
Yeah, no, good question. And that's what I wanted to show you is the neat thing about being able to have different sequences for different offers. So Meg, with your situation, you have your ClickBank offer. You're probably going to want 5 to 7 emails about the ClickBank offer to see if you could get them to buy, if not on the first VSL, maybe you would follow up with some more things about that offer that could be helpful because you've researched the different products and what they do inside your offer. You could have an email about that. And so I'm suggesting you do like 7 emails. There is a research that has been done that says 7 points of contact for people to make a buying decision now, as opposed to it used to be just one point of contact. Now people are skeptical. So you would have an email maybe about how a person used that product to get this result. And if you don't have that, you research what you find. If you don't have that, you might know of a person who used a component that's in this product, how this one component helped this person. So you can break it down to the product materials that's inside and have a follow-up email about those product materials, what they do, why you believe in this product, how it can help them achieve the result, which I think in your case, it's a pain cream. How can they get relief? Well, this product has been known to do such and such, and here's a story of someone who found this helpful in their maybe chronic illness, or maybe they had a joint muscle tension and they got relief. So you would study anything you can find on the products, components, and what they can do. And again, say this is not medical advice. Anything that I give you, is just something, it's for your information. It's not, you consult a doctor for, especially when you're doing medical, you have to make sure you put those disclaimers on everything that you write. We do need to work on researching disclaimers, especially for your health site, so that, Adam has some real good statements on his bridge pages. I would modify off of his bridge page disclaimers that are at the bottom on anything that you offer that is oriented towards health. I would highly encourage that. And so that when they go to your site, when they get your emails, they're getting that little disclaimer in the footer. With ConvertKit, I'm not sure, but I down here is kind of editable area, and I could get this built with Kit taken off because there is a toggle button. But you can add, like, I think some hard return down here and maybe copy paste like the statement on Adam's bridge page, and then modify it. It's not Adam's, but it'll be your business's name because it's under your name now that your emails are going out. That's how I would handle that. Go ahead, Alyssa.
So at the bottom there where you have built with Kit, could you do, I guess maybe not. I was thinking, could you do another like email capture where it's like, if you like how this is formatted or you like this, here's the link to get Kit?
Oh, I wouldn't, if it's an MMO thing, I would, but with yours and being a health, I totally wouldn't try to mix audience that way. I would do a separate email campaign to say, hey, are you interested in building a business online? I just, yeah, there's the saying that a confused customer will not buy.
Not buy, yeah.
And it's the same thing that, like, with every email, you want the one focus. What's the one focus? I want them to click if they don't have the free guide here. This is the first email, just reminding them 6 hours. Did you get it? Download it here. After they get the free guide, the next email is going to talk about my new product that I'm going to be offering that goes with the guide. That's the next piece I'm building. This is why it's not live, but I'm building out like mini trainings on each of the 5 strategies. That's going to be my offer because it makes sense. It relates to my free lead magnet, and now I'm going to have a follow-up. With the people that come in through Adam's platform, I have some emails that are provided by the ClickBank offer people. They've already given some sample emails. I'm going to build a separate sequence for that. I haven't done it yet, but that's my goal, is to create a separate sequence. Once they get on that sequence, then at the end of that sequence, I'll tell Kit, now throw them on to the sequence for my 5 passion income strategies ebook. That's where they get the free offer. And it's going to make sense because I'll be like, appreciate you being part of this community. One of the things on my email list that I offer are occasional guides to help you make income online. It's going to fit very closely to that offer that they signed up under, which is the ClickBank platform to get a list of jobs available. Here are some ways you can build your own digital assets to make income online. They get the 5 passion income strategies. It makes sense to have that as my first email sequence in this next section. So I'll build one email sequence off of the ClickBank product series of emails. then have it shipped over to here, and then hopefully I'll have my strategy mini course available for them on my platform. And I'll show you what I'm kind of playing with right now. Before I sign them up to a community where they have to possibly pay monthly, I'm going to want to try these little digital products where they're not having to pay so much. And so my thought is, I'll show you. I was playing with this. I didn't get as far as I wanted to actually build this out. Okay. So let's see. Okay, here it is. So right now under my site, I have changed my menu a little bit because I'm adding this new plugin. And we'll see. Yep, it is working with Zoom. Okay, cool. So this is just a start. And this is kind of like, I'll probably change the image out, but this is what I'm playing with right now. It lets you, see, I don't really have much on it yet because I haven't built it out, but it lets me create something about the lessons that are going to go with it. And I can actually put a payment processor on my site like PayPal. The PayPal version is free. And I can make this where they have to pay to get this product. And that's what I'm going to do. A very low price point. And it'll have lessons in it. And it'll have like my webmaster image because I haven't built this out. But this is what it has that allows you to do that. And it looks really good. This little plugin goes right into a WordPress blog site. And it's because it allows for free and it also allows for paid. Now I'm going to recommend that you guys follow up with a paid when you give in an ebook like mine, that it would be a paid offer, not a free, but a low price point. You're trying to get people interested in your services. So my initial one to go with my 5 strategies is going to be just an introduction to each one of these digital assets, how they work, how they've worked for me. And then I'll be talking about in my community, I have more in-depth training for each one of these where I walk you through step by step for setting this up. And then in my coaching course, I can help you jumpstart your influence. So I can stack the offers where they can pay monthly to get just the basic training, and then we can upgrade from there. So that's the idea, is setting up things that you can. Right now I don't have much on here yet, but I still have my free basic training on here. I've also taken the basic training and put it into Kit's brand new e-course platform that requires them to sign up for your email to see your products. So let me show you that next. So I showed you the email sequencing with Kit. Let's see, the apps. Was it under apps? I think it was, because I just built this. I'm trying to remember where it was. So Kit has a number of apps that integrate with it. And so you guys can look at all these lead pages is kind of a new thing where you can have sales pages with more in-depth sales page than the simple little Kit ones. I do believe it's a paid like $8 a month or something to start with up to 1,000. And let's see, what else do they have? They have Shopify. And I think one of you is building, I think it was Amy, is building a Shopify store. She can integrate that with Kit. Squarespace, a lot of these. TeachKit, this is the brand new thing that they did. Oh, Teachable is paid course platform. Teachable charges, well, they'll give you free for up to 10 students. That's too low for me. So I'm going to want, I would do a paid one. This one's like, I think $40 a month, I think they start with for the next group of students. So Teachable is another option. The one that I found for my plugin on WordPress is free to start your basic courses. And when you just use PayPal, if you want to add Stripe, you pay for another plugin. And what is that called? I'm blanking the name of it right now, the name of that plugin, but it's a really neat little plugin. It doesn't integrate directly with Kit. So I would bring people into my pages, get them to sign up for my email, and then I would sell my courses on my website after they're already in my email. But let's say I have a course like what I have on my site right now, and I might end up doing this with my site's courses because right here, I can go right in. Well, maybe I have to log in. Okay, oh, this is my course. There we go. I'm still learning how to migrate this thing because I actually did build a course and I was going to show you. Okay, I have TeachKit. Maybe I have to go to TeachKit Direct. It might be. Let's do that. I bet that's it. Yeah, that's it. So you have to sign up directly with TeachKit. But when you do, it asks you to integrate with your site. So we'll do that. We'll go ahead and log in. My courses. There we go. So there you go. There's a lot of the basic classes on my site that are already built in TeachKit. And if anybody were, if I send a link to this to my list, well, I wouldn't do it with my list, but if I send a link to my Facebook page, for example, for someone to sign up for the course, they have to then put their email in and get on my email list. So it's another lead magnet option. Let's say, Meg, you wanted to do a introductory version of your course, you could put it right in TeachKit and get people to sign up that way too, not just your PDF. Go ahead, Alyssa, you have a question.
So another question. I was trying to remember the name of the course, and I kept wanting to say 4 pillars, but 4 steps to passion, profit, business.
Mhm.
How is that different from the plug and play form you gave to Meg with the person, problem, the papers Meg had there?
Yeah, so the way it's different is this is my
Person,
introductory.
problem, pain. That's what it was.
Yes.
I was missing the pain. Bring the pain. Okay.
So in this course, I cover all the major like basic topics and basic understanding, but to actually work it out with the framework that I'm building for the high ticket program, you're actually going to add more content to each of those things. That's where the worksheet comes in. And then you're going to add your answers into a ChatGPT prompt that I'm going to build with my AI tools and say, okay, these are the 2 things you're going to put together, and here's how you're going to coach
So
chat.
I've done a portion of that. So basically what you've taken is this and put it into a form that will allow you to put it into prompts for Chat GPT, basically then.
That's the idea. Yes. And
Okay.
then I'll be having a document like similar to the one that I used in some of our calls that broke out your products in all these different areas. That's some pretty fancy prompting. It was
Yeah.
several pages to do it, and
Yeah.
I'm going to try to come up with my own version or see if Travis is going to release it so I could give you guys access to the same thing. But I'm also building a whole series of products ideas on with the avatar details and all that you guys could start with some ideas to just, hey, I'm having a hard time thinking of things that would go well with this type of thing that I'm building. And so it'll help. My goal is to build a product framework for putting in products into your system. So ideally, I want to have something that goes much deeper. I have like the basic, somebody could start with just my basic course, start building out each of these things, building their YouTube channel, doing research in their niche. But then the next level of coaching is going to be where we actually put it together for you on your platform with these tools. And that's the idea.
Okay.
So yeah, no, good questions. But yeah, right here in this one, I might, I have it up free on my site, but I've been thinking about replacing it with a link to this where people sign up for my email list automatically. And my list does not do duplicates. So if they're on their list already, they can put their name in, then they get access over here. So it might be another way of positioning my materials so that I can get better leads and better,
Okay.
hopefully engagement. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, good question. But yeah, this is a pretty neat little mini course that kind of it's plays off of the same stuff that's on my site. But then I'm going to go deeper on everything too. So yeah, there's a lot to learn to all of this. And then of course there's the integration part with the website, which everybody gets stuck with at some point because you can do only so much and then be like, oh, I don't know how to get this to talk to that. So I think that's where coaching is really going to help. Like you guys, we were able to troubleshoot a lot of stuff together with my experience as well. So anyway,
Cool.
yeah. So there, I hope you found that helpful to, help you think about more ways of positioning what you're developing. And like
Okay.
Alyssa, with you and your wanting to start with just ClickBank products, you could
Mhm.
start thinking about how can you maybe position those ClickBank products in the email sequence, just using the tools that Kit gives you to start with.
Yeah. Yeah, I could the product I have actually they did up a script for I think 6 emails or 8 emails.
Yeah,
So
so
I mean,
you may
I
have that.
could um so I don't know, figure out a way to encourage the people, if you're not ready today, leave your email. Or I don't know. I'll have to think of something.
Yeah, well, like I said, the to think of a mesh, what I like to do is think about the ClickBank product. What are their objections? What
Yeah.
would be the reasons they wouldn't buy? And then you would make a product, PDF opt-in, or maybe you could do a quiz. These are pretty popular. People love to learn about themselves. So
Hmm.
have them answer question answer. I need to show you this. So Kit also has one of their
Plugins.
apps is something called Gravity Forms. I saw it in here. Let's see if I
Oh,
can find it.
it was right there on the left. Gravity
There you
Forms.
go. Yeah, Gravity
Mhm.
Forms right here.
Yeah.
Yep, you can install that, and it is a paid plan. I have
Yeah.
that on my mission with some of my forms. But the way that Gravity Forms is, it allows you to build a powerful survey. Find out if you have these symptoms.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You've done a lot of
Yeah.
research.
Okay. Yeah. That would be easy to create with ChatGPT, like to get you know, answer these 10 questions on if you're headed this direction for your health or, that kind of something.
Yeah, exactly. And like, how do you know if a product like this would work? Well, maybe you don't want to make it sound like it's product. It's learn about your
Yeah.
overall health score
Yeah.
in this area with these
Yeah.
10 questions.
Yeah.
There you go. Because it's
Yeah.
again, it's something they're getting that's for them to learn about themselves.
Yeah.
So that's a powerful lead magnet right there.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think that would probably be about the only way I could go because I've been struggling with how I was going to add Kit and
Mhm.
that would work. Can I purchase the Gravity form with the free version or do I have to get the paid one first?
I don't know how integrations work
Okay.
because I'm so new. I just got what was neat is having my kid account and then setting up that the only thing I've done with the integration is this one down here at the bottom, the Teach Kit.
Teach Kit. Yeah.
And it immediately had me go over to Teach Kit and make my own account. When I
Yeah.
did that, it automatically said, "Hey, do you want to connect your kit with Teach Kit?" I'm like, "Yes."
Nice.
And it
Nice.
just seemed because I had my kit open, my account was up on my screen. So I went from here to the learn more and it automatically connected when I created my free account with Kit, Teach Kit. Now,
Mhm.
Gravity Forms being paid, you're going to have to integrate that. Like it may require you to pay for the Gravity Forms service, and I'm not sure what they're charging with this connection, but it definitely has a lot of potential. And all of these platforms, like, I mentioned, let's see, which one did I see here? I've been doing a lot of research. A good one to start with, but it still involves payment at some point. Some of these, like Teachable right here for courses, it's $40 a month. But it's a standalone course platform that automatically integrates with Kit. It might be nice to have that, but the way I was building on my site, I can send a link to my site and they could sign up on my site and it would save that $40 a month because the little mini courses I sell for X amount of dollars, they're not
Mhm.
something that I want to maintain them as customers and have to continue paying platform fees on.
Yeah.
So the thought of having a bunch of little things that they could buy and it doesn't cost me a lot to maintain was appealing to me.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way I'm building is sort of in tiers where it's
Mhm.
low price
For
and then
sure. Yeah.
by the
You have
community.
to.
Yeah. There's something that Go High Level has. Again, it's 97 start per month. And I don't see a direct integration to Go High Level in here, which is a little, but they have a WordPress integration. Look at that.
Yeah, that's cool. I was like, ooh, WordPress. So perfect because all my sites are going to be WordPress.
Yeah, to easily add forms and landing pages to your WordPress site. Well, dude, I ought to check that out. So there's that, and there's WooCommerce, which
Yeah.
WordPress on my t-shirt where I'm doing a lot of links to my Amazon, I could bring my products right in through Kit. And so on my emails, I could feature my t-shirts, all this new stuff that I could do. You could do the same thing with the WooCommerce affiliate links. You could do that affiliate over to a ClickBank product, or you can do an affiliate link over to an Amazon product. So there's just so many things in Zapier for any platforms that are not directly connected with Kit. Zapier has a payment plan, but I do know that they do connections as well.
Interesting. So it probably wouldn't work to use with, say, Adam's landing pages then.
Well, I think it does. You saw my integration. I
Okay.
can get the code right there.
Okay.
WooCommerce is your own thing.
Mhm.
If you're going to do it to ClickBank, you would put your ClickBank offer in and have it go straight to the ClickBank. You wouldn't go
Mhm.
through Bridge because you're not paying ads to your site
Mm.
on Adam's platform. It's going to his pages.
Yeah.
So it would not work with his integration to try to go to your site and then to the offer. But I'm
Okay.
just showing you other monetization options for an email
Yeah.
list link, a Facebook, a social media post, or if you're going to pay for ads on another platform. This is how you can integrate all of this stuff with your Kit. Kitboard, Creator CRM, built for Kit.
Oh, perfect.
That's like go high level stuff. So there's so many functionality options here that I know each of these have plans, so I think they all add up. Circle is like go high level. It's a course creator platform where you can have a community build. It's really powerful. I'm in on one of my coaching programs that I'm currently in is in Circle. I love the platform and it lays out so easily. There's things I don't like about Go High Level. So I'm a little torn on all these options because I currently have Go High Level. So am I
Yeah.
going to rebuild everything or am I going to migrate to something a little more connection with Kit? But just look at all that Kit is building in and they're constantly adding things.
I was gonna say, I don't know, Kit seems like it's gonna give like things like Go High Level a run for their money, right?
I think
Because
so.
there's lots of things here that are offered that Go High Level doesn't offer. Like when I'm reading, some of these are like I'm trying to scroll down.
Webinar. Yes.
Like so that now you no longer need Zoom
Mhm.
because you could do this instead. And it's
There's a
now you
webinar?
can send your emails through Kit.
Let me
You
go.
know,
Let me find the one. Teachable webinars. And it
no,
has a
no,
free.
it was go up. There
Okay.
was two of them. If you go up, Ninja, Webinar
me-
Ninja, Savvy Call.
Oh,
That's perfect for coaching
booking
calls and
links.
webinars. So, I mean, a
Oh, there
person
you
would want
go.
to research that. Like for somebody like you, instead of like, it's probably cheaper to do this than to pay for Zoom,
Right. And I would get people to sign up automatically to my email list.
right?
Yeah. I just have been so impressed with this. And I'm like
Yeah.
going, yeah, I'm seriously got to make some
And then
decisions.
if you go up one more,
It's
so
like, oh my God, I can't click on anything yet because what's coming next? Sorry.
keep going up.
All right. Yeah.
Sorry.
What did you see?
There was another one there, Ninja, something Ninja.
Let me look for that name.
Oh, weird. It was there. I know it was
Look at
there.
this. Like let's say you do a book.
Yeah,
You can blast the thing about your book out to your list.
yeah.
Oh, and they also have, you know how I mentioned Beehive to be able to get payments once you get enough followers on your email list? Well, they're also developing something like that for Kit right now, to where
Oh,
your stuff gets sent out to other creators on the platform, and then there's monetization for your stuff. I was like, what?
okay.
I just read that in something else that's coming up.
Hmm.
So lead pages, I know this is like building of funnels.
Okay. So similar to what we're doing in Flexi.
Yeah. Kitboard, Mighty
Huh.
Networks.
Where the heck was it?
Was
Weird.
it Senja? Senja?
No, no. Oh, look at that, testimonials. Huh.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you have the testimonies at the bottom of your Meg, this would be good for you because you can
Yeah.
have people write stuff for you.
Figure it out. You want in or out?
I think what I'm gonna do,
Wait a minute.
when I post this call, I'm gonna probably edit out our snow talk. It was a lot of fun, but
Yeah.
we'll take that out because I think people are gonna love to see all the functionality that they can have that they build with stuff that we're doing.
There it is. Webinar Ninja at the bottom. I went
Oh,
the
it's at
wrong
the bottom,
direction.
not the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Allows you
it
to
is.
host, share, and attend webinars with no worries.
Ah,
So you
so
need to, like, that's what I'm saying. You go to YouTube for each one of these, and somebody will have already done a, hey, this is how this works. Here's your half-hour overview.
yeah.
That'll, yeah. I'm
Wait,
sure that'll work
Webinar
too.
Ninja.
Maybe that's what I ought to do. I gotta explore this. I can go Webinar Ninja on our next call and not have to buy a Zoom account, get off my brother's one.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like, because it doesn't even say install, it says learn more. So there might not even be a cost, right? Like,
Yeah, that's true. Like just
so
like the Teach Kit was free.
yeah. So what does it say under Teach Kit? Does it say learn more or
Yeah.
install?
No, it just says learn more.
Well, there you go. That's a free webinar.
It might be. Yeah, because I knew WooCommerce is free, by the way, on your website. It's
Yeah.
additional plugins that
Yeah.
cost, but my version of my affiliate version of WooCommerce is free, and I don't have to pay for any plugins either because I'm not doing payment. Well, I'm having trouble with payment processing. They have a basic payment processor that's free,
Mhm.
but look at there's just so many things. Like I could
Yeah.
connect my WordPress. I can do
Yeah.
Zapier does a lot of things. It's connects whatever's not on here. The one I don't see any go high level thing, but I will tell you, with Circle,
Because Go High Level is trying to stay elite and they're
yeah,
not doing the crossover thing, which I think is going to kick them in the nuts
I think you're right.
in the end. Um, yeah, they're just trying to claim their claim to fame is
All in
I
one.
guess being a Ferrari, but the
Mhm.
problem is a Ferrari is only such a limited group of drivers, whereas these guys are offering, like your sedan that, 99% of the population is driving, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think that that's going to end up being a lot more.
Well, and just the way they integrate with other creators, they're
Yeah,
really catering to that creator market, the startup, the person that
yeah,
doesn't have the 297 at Go High Level. And I'll tell you, their techs are nuts. When you get signed up for Go High Level, they won't leave you alone.
I
Oh,
know
your
that was
next coach.
that was another reason. Like I was on it for 3 or 4 months, and because I was like, oh, well, they have these classes, and there's other businesses you can do on your own just through Go High Level, but it's basically selling Go High Level to other people. And I was like, and then that was the other thing. I kept getting calls at all hours from
Yeah.
people. Oh, hey, we have this special or this event's coming. Get on and learn. And it's like, no, stop
And
calling
then
me.
you find out for any tech support, you have to pay an additional $100 a month.
Yep.
And it's complicated.
I didn't because so one of the things Go High Level does is if you're part of a certain group and you buy in through them, that stuff gets included or very, very discounted. I think it was only $18 a month for me to have technical
Oh,
support
yeah, right.
through the group I had purchased it through.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, but in the end, I just didn't. I almost bought the program full. It was full stack, anyways. But nothing wrong with it. Just I don't know. It just didn't in the end put me in a position where I thought I was going to be or
Yeah.
wanting to be. And then that's when I found Adam stuff and I went, okay, this is way more of what the direction I want.
Well, and I think, you have the advantage of Adam's bridge pages already. His tech team, they're all
Yeah.
supporting everything. They got tracking at a level that
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know how we would do ads and get the kind of tracking that he has. So
Yeah.
there's
The biggest reason I'm not gonna lie that I bought in is the fact that the dedicated email lists that he's offering,
yeah,
like the years that you have to build gathering those kinds of emails.
yeah,
I mean that the monetary value is priceless on that. It
yeah,
really is.
yeah, to
He's
have it
taken
engaged.
years.
Yeah. Now he did say something that I'm thinking about. Like he did mention there was somebody in the last call that asked about a men's product that would be helpful for whatever they found on ClickBank they wanted to push. He said it would not work with his traffic source because he's
He said
mostly
that from the
women.
get-go because it's 45-year-old women. He said that's the demographic we've bought for because they're the highest. He's trying to make this as paint by number and as simple as he can to get people making some money. You're
Mhm.
not going to become a millionaire going in there doing it, but it'll be enough that you should get educated and practice enough to get the marketing that now you can go, okay, I've built myself a platform here. I've proven myself. Now I can go talk to other publishers and be
Yeah.
like, hey, I would like in, right? You're
Well,
going to
and
go
when you
sell
have
yourself.
sales, you'll have to have sales under your belt, and then you can
That's
create a
right.
dashboard. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm happy about, that I'll have that built out,
Mhm.
and then going around and finding other areas to do things. And that's where I know that's Adam's ultimate goal, because when you go and look at Flexi and how it's built, the thing, the titles, everything, his goal is for you to be able to start in his area, but then take yourself and go worldwide, like whatever, ocean wide,
Yep.
right? And because you can see he's got right at the top, it says build a click funnel, build this, right? And I'm like, okay, so he's gonna open it up. You got your own product you want to move? Here you go, right?
Yep.
So you can see it's gonna come. It's just I think it'll be about a year before it gets opened wide open.
Yeah,
But
it's going to depend on how many people can make this work.
yeah,
He's really rebranding, if you will, not quite rebranding, but
pretty much.
retargeting or
Yeah,
refocusing. That's the word I was looking for.
refocusing.
He's refocusing because he was on Live Intent. It was a very broad market, but people just, it was like
Couldn't
everyone
do
was
it.
copying each other. We were limited on the product base.
Yeah,
Now with new, what, 8 networks, your
yeah,
product base is going to expand way beyond what we had before. Physical
yeah,
products do sell best when you're doing
yeah,
paid traffic as well.
yeah.
So having those features, and I think bringing in Kit, as you, I showed, did I show you how I embedded on the Adams Bridge page? I have showed you that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's really easy. So you get that.
I also watched your video you created with AI,
Uh-huh.
and it's very good. Now, so you didn't do that in syllabi then?
No,
Did you? You did it, so you don't need syllabi then. You
I used
thought it was
NVIDIA.
enough, huh?
I used NVIDIA. So I did kind of.
Okay. So you didn't use it in Poe. I thought maybe you did it in Poe.
No, I didn't actually. And I use my regular chat GPT with my prompts because I'm testing my prompts in regular chat to know if somebody comes in and can't afford Poe, can't afford these upgraded, can they make these prompts? Can they be good enough to
Hmm.
get a video like that? And I've done it on my gardening. It's awesome. I don't remember
Okay.
which one I gave you. I gave you the one with Adam, the one I just showed.
Yeah. It was the online jobs, yeah.
Yeah, and I built it off of the avatar that I had on my page with Adam, but I put it all into my video. So I could do both. A person could be on the page listening and be reading on Adam's platform, or they could get it right out through like Facebook. I could push it out on Facebook, and
Mhm.
then they jump in to get my lead magnet and watch the video while they're thinking about whether they want to do this or not. I could test both platforms to see where do I get the
And it
traction.
was on what? NVIDIA?
NVIDIA AI, yes.
Oh, okay. I don't
It's the
think I've
one
heard.
that I feature in my series of videos on how you can take YouTube and how you can make a faceless
Is
YouTube
that
channel.
Filmora? Is it that
No,
one? Oh,
no.
okay.
It's an AI,
Okay.
it's an AI video creator and you use stock images. You pay their premium rates to be able to get access to their stock so
Mm.
that it creates a realistic video, or you could have it create something like syllabize
Mhm.
image, whatever. I don't like that. I like real, as authentic and real as possible for my stuff because
Mhm.
people are questioning, they're going to question the gardening thing. Is this somebody who really does it? I want it to
Yeah.
be authentic and real. They might be questioning, make money online. Is this somebody making up something or is this legit? And you saw my
Okay.
video. It looks like
Yeah.
real moms with kids, and it is my story.
Yeah.
So, but it's a mix of my story with my friend or the gal that I met who lost her husband with COVID. So
Yeah.
I framed a real story, but a different avatar name. And then
Yeah.
of course the result, I didn't know about ClickBank at the time, so I didn't know about that platform. So the person I knew I couldn't give this to. Unfortunately, I think it might have helped her, but I don't know how to reach her now. It's been a couple years at least. But I figured I'm trying to build as authentic and real in my stories, and everything I'm trying to position is based on as an influencer marketer. I want people to be able to trust me. I think that's the one thing that a lot of people are missing. Even including a course that I'm training, they're really pushing that, hey, make your own avatar, your own imaging, and they're doing everything AI. It,
Mhm.
and to be honest with you, that's a turnoff to me. Like straight up, Facebook pages made with AI. I'm sorry. If it's not a real person I can connect with, I don't believe it's legit. It could be a scammer. And so I think
See,
everybody
that's why I like Syllabi because they have those AI that are real looking, like they're real people
yeah.
sitting there speaking, and you pick your voice. And those were the ones that I was looking at to be like the faceless
Oh,
videos. Use my script, my story, but one of them doing some talking and then put in some images, like some stock images or whatever, right?
yeah.
So that is because I'm looking at those going, yeah, that just looks like those look like people. But I get where you're coming from. Like I'm tired of like, oh yes, look at the polar bear swimming with the 800 sharks that's climbing the side of a ship. I'm like,
Yeah.
AI. And I mean, hands are still a big
Yeah.
tell with AI. It's like the minute you look at a hand, but though all those people they did from here up,
Hmm.
right? So there's no hands, and so they look like you can't tell they're not, right? So that's why I was really interested in that one. And like yours is just, if I remember, it's still shots, right? It's just
It's not still, they're motion videos of,
they are emotion, that's right. Yeah.
but it's different people. So
Yeah.
it's stock image videos, but real
Yeah.
people with their kids. And you
Yeah.
can see a person who's a mom
Yeah.
struggling can
Yeah.
definitely relate to that person's story.
Yeah.
And so that, and having both would probably be ideal because you
Yeah.
could play with both. The the thing about NVIDIA AI is they give you the rights to use it in marketing, which if you pull stuff off Facebook, or let's you're pulling like YouTube videos like with Adam's Giftster,
Yeah.
you don't know the rights. You
Mhm.
run the risk. I know because it's small, because it's on the private email platform. But the
Mhm.
reality is, if you're caught with
Well, your
somebody's
banner isn't. Your banner's going into everyone's
email
stuff.
inbox,
Yeah.
and all they have to do is the right person who knows that image was licensed, seeing that you run a liability right
Yeah.
there. And I already got hurt with my ministry
Yeah.
having a page on,
Yeah.
and I had legitimately pulled it off a free stock photo website. They said it
Mhm.
was free, kind of like what you have with Pixels and some of these other sites. I don't trust them.
Yeah.
I've used them so sparingly. Now, I like Kittl because it's generating its own images and it's giving you rights that way. And I
Mhm.
like NVIDIA because they give you the rights. And then PNG Tree is another place where I get images that they give you the license for personal business use.
Mhm.
Well, I'm the one selling. It's my personal business. And
Yeah.
again, that's where influencer marketing is helpful because it's the authenticity. It's me. It's not somebody else I'm featuring
Yeah.
in front of my ClickBank offer. Now, the ClickBank NVIDIA is okay for anybody, but PNG, personal business use, I'm going to use that on my own website, but not put it on Adam's traffic source because I'm pushing ClickBank products and not my own thing.
Like, and
All
it's
right.
as, but
Yeah. I'd like to shift it for a little bit. We're almost
yeah, sorry.
getting late for Meg.
Yeah.
I wanted to see how she did with her write-up, which you showed a little bit ago, Meg. Did that seem to help you with clarifying your avatar and kind of like can see where she's at? Because I know she was getting her page up, so I'd like to I didn't get to ask her, and now it's getting late.
Sorry.
I
Meg, you
love
should have
talking
told
to
me to shut up.
you. Well, I don't know if she wanted to talk about this stuff or she had questions. I want to kind of see where she's at.
It's shiny.
Well,
I guess
it's good to really point out exactly what you really want to do with your program kind of thing. And I was trying to figure out how to incorporate the Balmerex into
Yes.
the um program. So um it's really being able to say I lived it and I was, I was told I won't walk again, but I refused to let that go, and I found every niche, I mean every little angles that I could do to help me get better.
Hmm.
So, um, so how do you squeeze in that little like if you want to start with something that might help you, here's this product kind of thing. But I kept on going back to, I want to give guidance to individuals who are stuck and after the aftermath of being,
Hmm.
in an injury or an illness and emotionally burnt out just because nobody is listening to them anymore.
See,
So,
that's huge. That's the P, person, problem, pain. Your story with pain. And
so that, yeah, that age range, I mean, my initial injury happened when I was 27 years old.
yeah,
So it could be somebody who is really young that was in a really bad car accident, what have you, or it
it could
could
be.
cover a lot of range. So that age range, I was like sitting there going, oh, I
Yeah.
don't know how to take that, but I still went straight to, recovering from injury or trauma or life altering event that really knocked the carpet off of you, like whatever. So, it just went right back to, feeling lost. You know how Amy was like, you don't know about your niche, and I was like, well, you don't let me talk. So, yeah, I was like, I know my stuff. Like I know how to listen to somebody and go, can you try this? Did you try that? Did you try? Because I have a plethora of tools
Yeah.
that and 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 my thing was that I've always been able to really listen and say, "Oh, did your doctor ever tell you about something like this?" And they're like, "Oh, let me take a note of it. Let me ask my doctor. What did your doctor say?" "Oh, we didn't think about that. It's a good thing that you know your body well." And I'm like, that's cool because that's empowering them to be able to like hear their body and start like doing, sorry, I'm here. I went on a trip. So,
No, I think I'm thinking
You're right on the nail.
that's a lead right there
Mhm.
because you
so
can go ahead.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, so shape your signature offer. I was like, I got this, I got that. I already, you did, you walked me right through the online course with the workbook,
Yeah.
group coaching. Okay, got that, Minnie. I got that. So it's just figuring out how to get in and getting those emails because so that I could reach more people.
Mhm.
Because, um, yeah,
So
because
you're right. What can
we're
be a good lead magnet to bridge the two is what I'm thinking. Kind of like I'm doing right now with the Making Money Online. Here's a platform, but before you go on the platform, you want to know these signs of a scam so you avoid the scam. That's what I did. So, what's the bridge between the two? You've got a coaching program where you could take a person through a process of identifying their source of pain, right? And your end result is what? Getting free of that pain with solutions to heal themselves and empower them to live a more whole life. Because the pain can squelch them, right? Your pain has a way of limiting not only your mobility, but even your ability to focus and to feel like you're living your life when you're stuck in pain. I would really focus in on that person that you were when I was injured. This is what was told me. I'll never walk again. I lost my hope for a future and all these things, adjustments in life, how I felt in each of those. And this is where you're going to start your whole story with the feelings of a person who's trapped in their pain. And then your signature program, what's your result is helping people get free, break free of the trap of the pain, break free of the you think of how to word it. I'm not sure we can ask chat, but I would start scripting an idea in chat and say, please help me to come up with a transformational life message for my program. And maybe I'll give you a guide. You know how I have on my page on Creative Profits Academy, I have this how to craft a brand story for your product. You could give that as a reference to chat and tell your story and say, chat, can you please make for me a story that would fit for my site and for my products that are giving this result, bringing people from the point of, I like the idea of being trapped in your pain, but maybe you have another word, but can bring them from being trapped in their pain to freedom with empowerment, freedom to empower themselves, to heal themselves, empowering yourself to think of solution outside the box that was given them. Alyssa might have an idea.
So, okay, being someone who has worked hard, played hard, so obviously injured myself, emergency back surgery, 2 herniated discs, yada yada yada, plus many many other things. My question is, the angle that I liked hearing was, this is a big thing you'll hear people that are in pain or whatever say, is no one's listening to me. Meg,
Yeah, well, that's the
maybe
big.
maybe that's how you should promote yourself, Meg, is hey, like you can do a survey. Here's 10 questions to ask yourself when people are helping you deal with your pain. Are they listening to you? Questions, right? Um, you know, like everybody's got pain tools, everybody's got, but I'm like, that's the, what's coming to me, which will sound really weird, is like the pain whisperer, right? Or the pain listener, because that's an angle I haven't heard, Meg, is, I listen to you about your pain.
Well, the
I know
joke
that
was,
sounds really cheesy, but it's true. Like, how many people go to doctors, they're in there
Yeah.
for 3 minutes, and the doctor's like, yeah, here you go, here's your prescription, get lost, right?
somebody else did already call me a like an emotional whisperer or pain
Yeah.
whisperer kind of thing. So
Well, I think
you
it's,
just
I
like
think
sort of
it's
heard it from the source.
because, again, that kind of, because I know that is one of the golden rules, that you got to pick an age for your avatar. But if, like, to me, 25 to 75 is your age. And I don't think that's unrealistic if you're going about being a pain whisperer, saying, like, here are some things to ask yourself about your pain. When you've been telling people about it for treating it, have they A, B, C, D, E? If not, maybe you're not with the right person, who is the wrong listener for your pain. Like, I don't know what those questions will look like. Maybe it's like, does the person you're talking your pain about ask, what is your body thinking? Like, those kinds of questions, right? I'm just saying, like, I think that using that angle, I think, would be quite valuable. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, that's why I was like the questionnaire route goes way for me because, like even before I take on a client or a patient is because I ask gazillions of questions and they have to answer a whole bunch of them. So I have a book of questions. Like, what do you want?
That's perfect. Lead magnet would be fill out this questionnaire to find out which tailored program would be best with me, which with my coaching. And you might have a series of questions that go with this type of program versus that series of questions. And so find out what kind of a pain management, or whatever you want to call it, pain management program would serve you best. Fill out this questionnaire. That's a lead magnet in itself. And then you could say, with this, like if they have muscle soreness, pain cream can help, right? Depending, but the pain cream isn't necessarily going to work if the pain is deeper. So you could start with a survey, trying to link this into Adam's system. You might want to have the survey where they go in, kind of like mine does on Facebook, and then they go and they they opt in right away and it takes them right to this page where they get, the VSL. Maybe yours would be a VSL talking about the different types of pain that people face. And the number one question I hear from my clients is, nobody's listening to me. Start with that question. What's the number
Yeah.
one question people, Lissa, you brought this out. I really like you catching that too. What, nobody's listening to me.
Yeah.
What would you do if you could have a therapy program tailored to exactly what you're going through and the solutions that exist to solve and to break free of that pain? Would you be interested? And then there's the coaching call opportunity after they've taken the survey. Okay, this survey identifies you as the kind of person who needs a muscle relaxing therapy program, or you're a person who needs mental clarity because of all this trauma they face. They can't get a good night's sleep. You might be, you would know the questions. I'm trying to shoot from the hip here, but your book of questions, start bringing, okay, you're the kind of person who would use this. You're the kind of person who would use that. And start building programs based on that. They could
But
then
I think you could state it that way, though, that here's your program that we're starting to build for you based on listening to you.
There you go. There you go. I like it. Starting to build for you. And you can have this automated to where if it's this, they get this offer. If it's that, they get this offer.
Mhm.
I saw this done beautifully. I could probably pull it up on this gal's page, but the way her program just goes through a bunch of questions, and if you're having these kinds of symptoms, it starts listing it out. You might be this kind of person. Would you like to learn what this kind of person would find most helpful? Yes, put in your email. You put in the email, and then it comes up with a list of ideas of things that people could do. However, you don't tell them the details of how to do those things. You're just telling them the list of these kinds of programs would be helpful. And then it leads you to the next step. Would you be interested in these programs? Book a call. And there's your coaching call right there. Or maybe they're not ready for the book a call because they know that's money. So maybe they're ready for the sign up for this workshop for this. And then they could buy your program, work through the workshop. And at the end, would you like to work more one-on-one with me? Here's a coaching. Please book a call to learn about our coaching program, our intense therapy program, where I work through your specific issues to get you even more clarity on the problem and freedom from the results. And that's a way you could really position yourself unique that way versus just rise reclaim. It's very vague in the concept. Is there a place for it? Maybe, but it may not be something that, there needs to be more context to the program, the way it's currently pitched, to really speak to that avatar who's struggling with whatever it is. Even I'm not real clear. So I'm saying, see what you could do to get it more tailored and more specific. And you can use chat to kind of maybe do something to help you out with that. And the other thing I would do is in selling your program is I would take my framework that I have on there for building a brand story and really play into your story on your site. So when someone comes to your site, they're drawn into the story and the video that goes with the story. Kind of like I was doing already with my bridge page offer, something like that. And this framework can really help you with that as well. It has a lot of things in it. If you can fill in some of the pieces and like build a strategy based on each component of, okay, if they're doing pain management, they're used to pills. The doctor just gives them these pills, but they don't solve the root problem. Why? Because you have a nerve issue or you have a, tension issue in the muscles. And there's some things that can release those muscle tension. What?
Causing their issues.
Yeah, there could be other things. And the way you're going to go about it would be with the symptoms. If you because this is called alignment. It's where you are lining the person with what the problem is. They may not even know. They might be symptom aware, but not aware of the real cause of their problem. They're popping these pills for pain. They're popping these sleeping pills to try to get through the night because they have these night terrors and trauma. But
Well, that's how most doctors treat, though. They
That
treat the
is.
symptoms instead of the root.
And see, that's where you can really have an edge. You might have gone to the doctor and they just give you pills, but it doesn't solve the root problem. You're getting worse and worse
The root
because
cause.
the root cause, yeah. You know, and then you're talking to that person like you would talk to them, you know, you're videoing yourself as if you're talking to that person. If you're the kind of person who wakes up with this, or if you're the kind of person who in the morning you can't stretch because you slept in the wrong position at night and now you've got a whatever. I think of those scenarios of the people you've helped and then draw a story. Like if you're the kind of person, like intro, if you're the kind of person who is facing this, you might have this kind of problem. So it's a symptom, then it's the problem. If you have this kind of problem, there are several ways we could treat it. And it all depends on the type of problem you have or the type of person you are. Like, I don't know how you'd want to pitch it, but this is where you take the problem and now you're breaking it down to the different kind of therapy that would relate to that problem. Maybe it's a pain cream, maybe it isn't, but maybe through going through a quiz survey system where they get on your email list and then you could bring them the very next step would be, would you like the results of what this is? They get on the email list and then you could either send emails based on their answer to being this kind of a person or another answer. So there's sequencing. That's why you would use a survey then to give them a different lead magnet, perhaps, to learn more about how this problem affects people, the ways that it shows up. And so then based on their lead magnet that they get, you'd build an email sequence based off of that. But I think a very tailored program like that would have much more traction than just a straight, here's a pain cream. A pain cream could play in, but from what you're saying, I think something very tailored to specific symptoms and problems and solution methods would be a better way to go about it. And then do you want to dig deeper? You could have them book a call.
Honestly, Meg, if you're looking to kind of figure out the platform for it, go on Facebook and look up, just say weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. Then you're going to get a survey and it's going to ask you these questions. Oh, here's your body type, right?
Yeah.
It's the format that you're looking to do. And there's only whatever the 5 body types or 4 body types, whatever they are, pear, apple, whatever.
Yeah.
And some of them will go deeper into the other 3. But if you follow the formatting of bringing people through the funnel, that's what you're wanting to do with pain. It's going to be the same thing. You're going to go, like, is this somewhat like, is it a physical pain? Is it a mental pain? Is it a, like what, is it an upper body physical? Like, I don't know your
Yeah.
paradigms of what your quadrants are for your pain people that you would have to design, and then you'd be able to fill out your kind of form for, okay, it's like, Meg, you're old enough. Do you remember Choose Your Own Adventure books? That's what it is. It's literally a form where you'll go, if you choose this, you're going this direction in the book. If you choose like A, if you choose B, you're going this direction. Now you're back to another A, B. Well, if you choose A now, you're going to go this direction, right? And so that's what you're building out, but with your information. Am I wrong, Christy? Is that what?
Yeah, I think so. And the way that, maybe a pear shape or whatever shape body type isn't the approach for you because you're not doing weight loss. But
No, I'm just saying the format of how that's designed. Yeah.
Yeah, the format.
Right. Yeah.
You could do something, let's see. You could create a page for each of the type of people that you've worked with.
Yeah.
And then you could create the list of symptoms, learn more, click here, get the email. It could be just a simple little PDF that they learn about those symptoms from the email, and it can immediately land, or they could stay on the same page. But depending, if you do a page, it would land right to your offer, whatever that is.
And the cool thing is, if you do that type of system, you can continuously keep emailing them.
Yes.
So now you can go, oh, did you have a bad night? Maybe you need to look at this. Oh, did you sit for 3 hours and now you can't walk for 2 days. Like titles like that.
You see my list of all the messages that I deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really could.
Yeah, that's your email
I mean,
titles
like
right
I
there.
literally
Yeah.
have 250 people.
Yeah.
Well, and Meg, you could do something as simple as a one video training per each and stick
Mhm.
a separate course for each type into that free course platform on Kit because you have access to that. And it could be a
Mhm.
simple video and that you could bring people to, whether they sign up for your email that way, or you can do like I was showing on my site, the paid programs that you could build with this plugin is really easy. I'm liking it because it's integrates so easily.
Well, I was trying to figure out a way to just sort of kind of be able to put in the word, this is what's going on. So, okay, this leads you to this video, that kind of thing, and do this and do this and do this and see if you get a relief.
Yeah, and
Um,
you
But
could build
remember,
that
you don't want to give all the answers away until they pay, right?
right.
So this is
for
very
that's
introductory.
that, then yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe it's a cheat sheet that they're going to pay X amount. It's only like $10. It's only like
Yeah.
$7. And then the cheat sheet, and if you want more, but again, with Kit, anything you release that's free or even your paid, remember how Kit gives you that paid option? You could pick a digital product that they pay for, they check out. That's all through Kit. You don't even have to have that on your site. And it's another way to like push the digital products that are cheap to kind of get them, wow, I really like this. These emails on how this program or how this product, not this product, how this problem can be solved. And you can maybe pick 5 to 7 different ways to solving it. And it could be dropping every 2 days. That's 2 weeks of emails right now, pushing toward one thing, one of your programs. They get through your program and ultimately end with a coaching call to go to dig deeper on their specific issues.
And I think the key thing you're gonna want to keep repeating is this is a program tailored for you
Yeah.
because we listen to you.
Oh, I like the line there. Tailored for you because we listened to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And that
maybe you like the individual products like you find on ClickBank can also be a product based on your site. You can link to ClickBank, you can link to Amazon. So still that person who doesn't want to sign up for anything, just wants to browse your site, browse my product catalog for pain, browse my product catalog for whatever. And you could even do a platform like the WooCommerce all affiliate, like I'm doing with my t-shirts. And I'll show you guys real quick. I did a little more work since I showed it last time. Um, it's really fun doing this stuff. I like it. So let's see. I did some more work with again, it's all affiliate, but let's see. Did I share screen? I don't know what I did. Okay. I did share. What is it doing? It's not sharing.
I'm ready to just like lie down on my massage table.
Let's try that again. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Now it's giving me my share screen. Sorry, guys. Here you go. So I have my story and I use my story brand, to kind of coach the chat on what I wanted it to do. And all I did was tell my story briefly, but I asked it to emphasize some of the challenges and I just made it, more about my t-shirts. You could do something like this for your product catalog. And right here, I featured one of my products. This is through WooCommerce. Again, oh, I thought I fixed this thing. It should be updating this. I have all 5 of them in here. Oh, well, it's not showing it. I don't know why. So something else broke, but look down here. Then I linked to major categories in Amazon. And if they click on this, which it won't do because, well, let's see if it works. Yep, it is. Takes you right into Amazon where you have the option to be able to, people can check out and any of the products on Amazon related to these different topics. And and anybody who buys this buys through my affiliate link. So you could do categories in like a little shop. You don't have to have individual products for everything. Wonder why it did that. I don't know. What is it doing? Did it lose my products? Okay, that's my Amazon one. Yeah, I just did it to the Amazon ones, but for some reason, the 5 I had up here are not up there now. I wonder why. Let's see if shop works. I'm just curious now. I haven't seen it take off some of my products. So yeah, they're all on there. So for whatever reason, the plugin decided it didn't like my way of sorting. Oh well. So because I had them all 5 on there, but I was sorting by new arrivals. So maybe it thinks it's not a new arrival after it's been a week and a half. That's probably why it wants me to put more up.
There was a button there that said default sorting, so maybe that's
Yeah, something. See, I'm still learning how to do this.
yeah. So this site, this is a WordPress site, correct?
Yes.
And then you've just integrated Kit.
I have it Kit integrated right here for my lead magnet.
Yeah.
And then I have like the categories. These are all WooCommerce plugin.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, I don't know what it did, but this is, I only have one t-shirt. I see I need to get way more products, but
The person would need to, I guess, see like WooCommerce. You can also buy that plugin through
It's free.
WordPress. Okay.
Yeah. This is the free
Okay.
one. The upgraded is for like, there's other things it adds on that does a membership. I do not like it. I've used it
Yeah.
before. It's way too complicated, so don't use
Okay.
that one.
Okay.
The membership, you could, what I'm saying is you could do both. You can have the WooCommerce platform in your shop, and for whatever reason, it decided not to show all these, so I'll have to find out what kind of category I can do to get it to show everything, not just a couple of the cats. So who knows what it's doing. There probably is a default somewhere. But then, like, I have all of my links in from Kit. Plus I have like I could put like a membership with courses on here, although I'm doing the courses on Creative Profits Academy. But the courses plugin, LearnPress, is completely independent from WooCommerce. So you could conceivably have on that home page your courses show up that would be for sale, like this one. And you could have your shop pages as well on the same thing with your affiliate products. So here, just right here on the home page, when you install LearnPress, it automatically gives you a courses page and then gives you an option to be able to add a course to it. And when I log in, it gives me those options to put more courses. I haven't done, like I said, I haven't built out any modules yet, but this is some of the things that I can do. And then you can also add another plugin to LearnPress just to add a membership portion of your site where they only get access to certain documents when they're in the membership.
Yeah.
This is where I could reduplicate everything Go High Level's offering except for the chatting portion, like to ask, but you could do Facebook groups. Like there's so many ways I could mix and match this. But Circle's nice. It's all in one. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to end up with staying with, but
Okay.
okay, so Liv is a tech night. A lot more than I thought I was going to cover, but we were also chatting a lot too. I'll probably cut
Yeah.
out a
I'm
lot
like,
of the
you
chat.
might have to remove
like
some of
an
the script
hour.
of the chit chat because I'm like,
And then you have
yeah,
to
I don't
come
want to
up
post
with
that script.
hour chat.
I'll just probably get back to the good meaty stuff because yeah, people get bored with all the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was going to show you this Meg. This is on my site, Creative Profits Academy, and this is the framework for building your brand story. And this can help you too if you were to think through on some of these things. Who is your person? Well, that's your story, right? So you already kind of have those key points, the key insight.
Yeah, like your videos you had originally on YouTube cover a lot of this.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a little more cleaner
Broken out.
version.
Yep, it's broken out.
Yeah.
And this just kind of gives you the different strategies. You can build something with a story, a humorous story that you went through from the hospital. That's an email in itself,
And if you don't have any, I have lots.
Yeah, your people you've helped will probably have stories. But think of what can be your option, sign up for one of my courses, and then once they get through the course, would you like to learn more? want to have a tailored content strategy, or not content strategy,
Yeah.
pain management strategy tailored for your needs, book a call,
Yeah.
and then on the call, you would sell them into whether you want to work one-on-one or do a group class. It's a little harder when you have multiple classes, whether you can do a group class unless you have a lot of people signing up right away. And it takes ads to get a ton of people. So build out your resources, your quick answer PDFs that you can sell on your email list for $3. Something simple. Put a product up, put a course on your site. They could buy the course or they can get the cheat sheet. Cheat sheet for $3. You buy the whole course for $27, or you can buy the whole. That's a mini course. So the full length course is $97. You see how you could pitch it and have a different email related to the one major product, the big product of the major course, or the broken down little, I just want the PDF cheat sheet for this. 10, 2 ways or 5 ways to make, ringing in your ears go away. I don't know. Like whatever little symptom that you can tackle with one little tiny guide can be helpful. Is that
Ventriloquism. You put it in the rim of your ear, and then you go like this.
there you go. Meg's little quick ear straightening out strategy.
Yeah, well, my friends' kids always, I mean, my friends' kids, they always say, I got an ear infection, Aunt Meg. Can you help me do that? And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, here's what you're doing right now. You're going to be building out stories, case studies, people
So
you work
there's
with.
there's one that I don't know if this is something that you want to promote or not, Christy, but that's a collaboration that you and Eli could do. Is you have treatments for ear infections, and that's something that parents struggle with constantly. So
Yeah, they
something
got
that
rid of
you
the
two could
numbing drop.
do easily, like you guys could do a video together, or whatever that would look like. Christy would be better to guide you, but I'm just saying, like that's a way,
Yeah,
for that kind of stuff.
start
That'd be a
building some
perfect
traction.
one to talk to her, to, do a collaboration, say, hey, like I have these like top 5 ways to help moms with kids with ear infections.
Yeah, that's a big one right there. The ear
Yeah.
infections, because they got rid of the good numbing drops that used to work. When my
They
kids were
always get rid of anything that actually healthily works,
I know.
because ear infections lead to other things such as, more infections in your tonsils and on and on and on, because it's all connected.
Mm. And it's swelling,
Yeah.
inflammation, sign of disease.
Yeah.
So, you already kind of know a lot of these things, but what I have found helpful is to put this framework into chat and help it brainstorm ideas for each of these things.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll give you some more ideas of ways you can build the content based on your story.
Yeah.
How can you build that out? It's amazing
I
what
did that. I bought the cheap version of Poe. And so like I was doing all my headlines and stuff, and I
yeah.
did like, I think I went back in there about 4 times, just trying different ways to see, because at the bottom, like you put it in, and at the bottom, then it'll be like, do you want to see what it'll look like if you pick this AI? And I was like, oh, I do.
Yeah. Oh, I've loved it. It's
Yeah.
suggestions because it has way more tools available than just straight
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah. So
That's been a good one. I was so enthralled with it the other night, and I came up with like 150 different health products that people can look at to get thinking about building something in the health space.
yeah.
But I think Meg already kind of has a good handle from all the people that she's
Oh
already.
yeah. No, but I'm just I was just saying, for me, I've been playing in there.
Yeah.
I'm Now I got to get my hero shots in my video. That's next, and get my kit embedded into my landing page. That's my next struggle, because I got to figure it out.
Oh, dude, do you remember you have to make your offer and then you create your form for your offer.
Yeah, we were talking about a survey or
Survey.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think both of you would benefit from a survey. It sounds like,
Well, most health things you benefit from a survey.
yeah, because it's personal and it's more tailored.
Yeah.
more likely that they'll sign up for it.
Mhm.
So, well, good. I think we covered a lot tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm not
And
gonna
I'm gonna crash.
yeah, I bet you are. You must be exhausted too. But Meg, did this give you any help? Like you feel like you can have some tools, maybe even if you just pull that thing off my site and just say, "Hey, chat, what do you think would fill out these areas well for me?"
Yeah. And then I did have an appointment with John, and he put together, like, he was able to get the Flexi up and
Oh,
running.
good.
Yeah.
So I have to figure out how to put in the stuff into Flexi. So all the choices are there, like the one that you showed us,
Mhm.
Alyssa. So
Good.
but my brain is like
Yeah.
uh
You're
in
done.
dreamland right now. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I should get going too. But Christy, can I talk to you for 2 minutes after Meg leaves?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do you want it recorded or is it something we probably should stop the recording?
I'm just gonna ask you some questions about your coaching, so probably
Oh yeah.
not. Okay.
Sounds good. All right. Well, thank
Okay.
you. And play with chat. Try some of the frameworks and just see what chat gives you. Maybe breaks things out. You're wanting to know how to do email. I'm hoping to come up with some better stuff to build that out, the email out, but this can help you think through your sections that you're going to offer people with a program. I really think that's going to be helpful for you. And then
Okay.
see what you can do. See, and then we can reconvene on it. All right. Thanks. Bye, Meg.
Bye.